morning, Smith Station. I'm Michaela Bostic, and this is PNN. First off, we will start with world news. A suicide bomber killed 15 people in Afghanistan. In Thailand, a man was arrested for keeping tigers on the roof of his house. And in Chicago, for the first time in 25 years, teachers go on strike after contract talks fail. Now on to local news. Glover Wholesale Company, which is based out of Columbus, Georgia and Americus, Georgia, was bought out by U.S. Foods. Therefore, the company will be closing its doors, which employs 150 people. American Red Cross has its lowest blood supply in 15 years. So later in the school year, when American Red Cross comes to visit us, please donate some blood to help someone in need. And lastly, settling causes structural damage at Spencer High School, and the board met Monday to discuss these issues. And that's all for your local news. Everything from volleyball to cross country to football. Here's Todd Tolliver with your high school sports.
Good morning, Smith Station. I'm Todd Tolliver, bringing you the latest on your high school sports. Our varsity Lady Panthers hold a record of 4-3 and an area record of 1-1. The junior varsity team is 2-3 and also holds an area record of 1-1. Their next game will be tomorrow against Beulah here at Smith Station, and they have a tournament this Saturday at Smith Station starting at about 8 a.m. Try to come support the Panthers. On to cross country. Austin Stewart took first place in the invitational race, and the team took overall second without two of their top 5 runners. Their next meet will also be Saturday, starting at about 8 a.m., ending at around 11. At the end of the month, they will be traveling to Richmond, Virginia, where only 25 teams were invited on the East Coast. And to the football, the Panthers traveled to Montgomery this past Friday to take on the Lanier Poets. Devontae Marshall had 3 touchdowns, and Monte Caban recovered a fumble and returned it for 90 yards. The Panthers left the stadium with a 28-14 victory and will travel this Friday to Auburn to take on the Tigers. Come support the Panthers. Todd Tolliver, PNN.
From music to movies, here's Kelsey Shelnut with your entertainment.
Hey, Smith Station, I'm Kelsey Shelnut here with your entertainment. Recently, a team of scientists discovered a sea creature which ties human organs. They claim that a massive government cover-up is hiding the creature from existence. For all you believers out there, Justin Bieber plays a role in The Simpsons. The show is set to play next year as the show's 24th season. Go Believers! 2 of our favorite characters from Victorious and iCarly are about to team up. Ariana Grande and Jeanette McCurdy have a role in the new Nickelodeon series titled Sam and Cat. Lastly, Taylor Swift's #1 Hot 100 single, We Are Never Ever Getting Back Together. She did an outstanding job with taking this music video in one take.
Here's Sarah and Michelle with an interview from Mr. Nixon about the new school year.
Hi, I'm Michelle Shepard here with Mr. Nixon. Hey, Mr. Nixon, what do you think about the new school year?
So far, I think it's going real well. Just hope that everyone just keep getting adjusted to the new period schedule and just try to do your best when you're in the classroom. Make sure you get ready for college or whatever career you plan on going into, and just hope that we have a great year in the fine arts and athletics as well as academically.
What do you think about the lunch? The new lunch?
It's more crowded than it was last year, but it's just part of all the adjustment process. We're just have to get used to how things are different, and that's something that we will. We've made some adjustments in the classes, so they're not as large in some ways as they were before. So it's just one of the adjustment processes we go throughout each year.
Do you have any new advice for the 10th graders?
Just do your best, enjoy your time here at Smith Station High School, and show your pride by doing your best in school. And anything you do here, just do it. Get involved. Get involved. That's my advice for them.
Thank you.
Okay.
Sophomores, Is the freshman center majorly different from the new high school? Here's Brandy and Isabel interviewing some sophomores about the differences between the two schools.
Hi, I'm Brandy Scott, and I'm here with sophomore Bryce Baker, and we're here asking questions about the freshman center compared to the high school. So, Bryce, what is some of the better things for the high school compared to the freshman center?
Well, there's a lot more freedom here. We get to go to the lunchroom by ourselves. We don't have to have a teacher with us. We don't have to tuck in our shirts. That's one good thing. There's just a lot more freedom here.
A lot more freedom. Thank you, Bryce.
I'm Isabel Rodriguez, and I'm with.
Siobhan Davis.
What are the things that you miss about the freshman center?
Well, I miss some of my teachers because they were cool, and I miss seeing the 7th and 8th graders even though they weren't in the same school with us. And the dodgeball tournament we had, that's also what I miss. That's pretty much it.
Hi, this is sophomore
Levante Vidal.
Levante. Okay. What are some of the things you don't like about the high school?
I don't like about the high school, it's way too big and the hallways all look the same.
Is that it?
And the lunchroom food can be a little bit better.
Okay, thank you, Levante.
I'm sure you've seen some new faces around the campus. Here's Cheyenne and Josh interviewing those new teachers.
Hi, I'm here with Mrs. Summers, the teacher for Pre-AP US History. We're going to ask her how she feels about periods.
Well, my opinion's a bit mixed about the new schedule. I really do like how the classes seem to go by really quickly, and I feel like we are really using every single minute of our time for things that are good and constructive. I don't feel like we have a lot of downtime where we're doing things just sort of to eat up minutes. However, it's also a little confusing sometimes. I think a lot of students have probably noticed that their teachers are kind of confused a lot of the time as to who we have said what to, because we're not used to seeing 6 groups of students in a day as opposed to just 3. So I'm finding that's been a bit of an issue, although it is getting better. It's also been a little bit harder dealing with, double the number of students with half the time we normally had to plan, to grade papers, to make copies, to do our lesson planning and all those kind of things. So it's been an adjustment, but I think in the end it's going to be better for everybody.
Cheyenne Lane.
Catherine Summers.
PNN.
Hello, Smith Station. This is Josh Garner here with Coach Flannery. So, what do you think about the period schedule?
I think it's okay. Most teachers, we like the block periods better because you had more time, especially planning. Right now I find myself running back and forth, trying to get copies made and get some things done because most teachers, like myself, have a lot of extracurricular things other than teaching, and it's hard to find the time to get all those things done. And probably the other big thing, I teach 5 classes of the same subject, so I teach it over and over and over and over again, and so that kind of makes the day long too. But I think in the end it's going to be good. Because we get in and out of classes pretty quick, and so as soon as I get used to that, it'll be real good in the end.
Okay, this is Josh Garner and
Coach Flournoy.
Sign off.
These new teachers had to come from somewhere, right? Here's Morgan and Jared asking these new teachers what the difference is between their old school compared to Smith Station High School.
Hello, I'm Jared Dillard with Ms. Ledbetter for PNN, and we're going to interview her. Ms. Ledbetter, you teach history class. Can you tell us how it's different from PCIS?
Well, it's very different. I teach 10th and 11th grade this year, and it's U.S. history. Last year I taught 7th grade, so that's totally different problems than you have in 10th and 11th grade, and I taught geography last year.
Okay. What inspired you to start teaching?
Both of my parents were teachers. My dad's a superintendent now, and my mom doesn't work anymore, but growing up they were teachers, and my dad was a coach, and I just wanted to hopefully be able to impact students' lives the way they did.
Okay. So a big thing around here is college football. So can you just tell them, like, who's your favorite college team out there?
Auburn, War Eagle.
War Eagle. Hello, I'm Jared Dillard with PNN. I'm interviewing Ms. Goodrich. So Ms. Goodrich, what's different from your old school to this school?
Well, my old school, Abbeville High School, had about 300 students in it. So it's a little different walking around a school with stairs and 300 students per hallway. So it's a little bit bigger.
Okay, what do you like to do in your free time?
I really like to fish.
Okay, and what event do you look forward to the most?
Well, last year at my old school, I taught 7th grade, so we didn't get to do homecoming. So I'm really excited about homecoming and the juniors winning the float again.
I'm Jared Diller with PNN signing out.
Miss Tiffany Jordan, who teaches Algebraic Connections and Algebra 2 with Trig. Miss Lacey Hackney, who teaches English. Mr. Jared Horn, who teaches English. Mr. Jeremy Cohen, who teaches Agri-Science. Miss Jennifer Bratton, who teaches Vocational Agriculture. Mr. Joseph Chitwood, who teaches ROTC. Mr. Harold Gower, who teaches Auto Tech.
Rachel and Alicia interviewed Coach Rose on his expectations for the new football season.
Good morning, Smith Station. I'm Simone, and I'm here with Coach Rose to interview him about our football team. So, Coach Rose, how do you think the team is going so far?
You know, we had a disappointing loss the first week, but, you know, our guys bounced back really well against Lanier and played really hard and, you know, cleaned up some of the mistakes, and we're really looking forward to a big game at Auburn this week.
Speaking of Auburn, what are your thoughts on this upcoming game?
Well, you know, they have a really good team. They're ranked number 3 in the state of Alabama, and they have a lot of Division I prospects. Reuben Foster's a top linebacker in the country, and Cameron Looper's their quarterback, and you know, they have a really good team. But we're going to have our guys ready. We're excited about it, and it's a great opportunity for Smith Station.
All right, and what are your outlooks on the rest of this season?
Well, you know, I think we're going to have a really good team. Our guys have worked hard, prepared hard, and they're playing hard so far. We got to continue to practice hard and cut out some mistakes, but our guys are going to do it, and they're really excited.
All right, then. I want to say good luck on the season, and have a great day, Smith Station.
Thank you.
The most interesting information comes from children because they tell all they know and then stop. A quote from Mark Twain. And lastly, before we leave today, I would like to tell all of y'all to come out and support your student council after the pep rally by buying a snow cone from Kona Ice in the parking lot. Thank you and have a great day.